Thank you for joining us. My name is Melanie Pettit. I'm one of the senior physios at Essex Physiotherapy Clinic, and we thought we would cover the topic of working safely from home. So many of us are going to be working more from home over the next few weeks, possibly months, and it's very easy to get into bad habits. So we thought we'd just cover the best way of setting up your workstation to work safely. So I'm going to use Ardia, who's another one of our senior physios, as a model, just to show you a good setup. So ideally, if you're going to be working from home, even if you're using a laptop computer, it's much better to use it in a desk setting. Obviously not all of us will have a desk, not all of us will have the correct setup, and we'll cover that further later on, things that you can do to improve what you already have. But it's a good thing to get into good habits right from the start. So here we've got a normal desk and desktop PC setup. So the things that you really want to look at are firstly your sitting position. So if you have an office chair, most office chairs are pretty adjustable, but we don't always adjust them to the best possible position for our stature. If you have several people using the same chair, the whole point of having an adjustable chair is that you adjust it, so make sure you use it to suit you as soon as you sit down, much in the same way that you would adjust the seat and the driving position in somebody else's car. So the things that we want to look at are firstly the height that you're sitting. I'm just going to bring you back a little bit. So the height that you're sitting in the chair. So you want to try and make sure that you've got a reasonably comfortable sitting position with approximately 90-degree angle between your lower leg and your thigh and your spine. You can sit slightly higher in the seat so that you've got a slightly higher angle, your hips are slightly higher than your knees, which also actually makes you sit up a little bit straighter. Sitting height relative to the desk, if you just bring yourself to the desk, you want to make sure that you've got a comfortable distance between your elbow and the side of the desk, the top of the desk. So you want to make sure that your shoulder is not pushed up and putting strain on your shoulder by sitting too high. Equally, if you're sitting too low, then you may find you're having to shrug your shoulders to reach the desk comfortably. You want to try and position your keyboard, your mouse and anything else that you're using, like possibly your phone, within an easy, comfortable reach of your arm with your elbow bent. So if you've got your arm tucked into your side, this sort of area is your primary work area, and that's where you should position your keyboard and your mouse. The screen height is also important, and this is where we often have problems. Most flat screens these days don't have a huge amount of height adjustment. Ideally, you want the top of the screen to be level with your eye line. Most screens will not be high enough without some sort of raise, so you can use, as we have here, you can use the base unit to raise the screen, or you can use books or a cardboard box or several reams of paper to bring it up to the right sort of height. But try and make sure that your eye line is straight, so you're not having to slump forwards, which can put a lot more strain on your neck and your upper back. So they're the main things really. If you're not very tall, it's probably worth having a footrest so that you can actually support your feet in a comfortable position with your seat at the correct height for the desk. You may find that the chair has an adjustable lumbar support, which is the lower part of your back. This chair is quite a nice chair that's actually supporting the curve of the spine. If you find that the chair is not supportive enough, then you can roll up a towel and put that behind you, or use a small cushion.